Gia, what up? Trying to get straight, y'all. Trying to get straight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. Trying to get everything dialed in. Make sure everything running all right. Sure all the chat's working and whatnot. What up, Elusive? What up, Jane? Flying? Ryan? What up? 101? Niecy? All right, now let me see if I can get this damn thing to work so I can see if the other... Oh, there I am talking, but it's not going to the right. It's not going to the right one. Let's see here. You're not going to show me which one? Nope. Nope. Damn. I'm gonna have to get Niecy to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the other chat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gia. Man, I figured I'd just go live tonight. You know what I mean? It's Halloween. Nothing else to do. I figured we'd talk about the stuff that's going on. EBT, Snap, Venezuela, nuclear tests, Democrats. You know, all the good shit. Or bad shit, should I say. See what y'all thinking about things. Wonder if... Let me see. Boom. Is it going to be there? No. Is it going to be there? Okay, which one? Okay, boom. I think I got it. Uh-oh. I think I figured. Click on it. Bring it up. Oh. Bring it up. Why won't it come up? Come up, sucker. Nope. Ain't working. I swear I don't have no luck, y'all. None. Let me see if I can bring it up on this. I'm going to get it right. Give me a second. I'll get it. All right. Do I want to... No. Dang it. No, I don't need that. Right? Nope. Okay, here. Boom. Alright, is this gonna work? Alright, I think I got y'all. Alright, I'll tell you what, I could probably just pop this out. Oh, let me mute that. Okay, can I pop this out and just have this? Boom. Yeah, now we working with it. Oh shit, did I mess up? Nope, I sure didn't. Put this behind. All right, now I got both chats. What's up, Jim? G62, Patricia, what's up? Cause you know I got the vertical and horizontal thing going on, y'all. You know how it is. Let me look in the chat. What's up, Gail? You know, Walmart is a leftist store, and the leftists are planning on robbing the Walmart stores. Yeah, I hear that. Lots of background distractions. Yes, indeed. I live in a pretty quiet town, but in the store today, there were notices all over the place about SNAP funding stopping. pretty sure nothing is going to go down here. I don't know. Prepper G, what up? What up? What up? Loretta, what up? RLB, what up? Horror movies and popcorn. Good evening, everyone. Miss Sharon, what's up? Make sure I hope I didn't miss nobody. Adriana, Jane. If I missed you, it's because the chat just went up and I didn't mean to miss you. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I figured we could talk about the old Snap thing a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know if I think different than anybody else. I'm sure I do. I'm sure everybody's got a different opinion about it all. I'm sure some people probably think that, like, let's just erase EBT as a whole and get rid of the whole damn thing. Some people think everybody should get it. And then somewhere in the middle, you know what I mean? Me, myself, I think there's some people out here that really need it. You know what I mean? I was thinking about, there's all kinds of different situations where somebody might need some help. You know, you take a mother with 3 kids and the father had passed away from some weird accident. And then she's left with 3 kids and he was the breadwinner. She gonna need some help. You know what I mean? And as Americans, we should, watch out for our own. But I do got a problem with giving people that are here illegally free shit. And I know it's a bigger situation than that because you're going to have people come here illegally. Like, it's almost impossible to stop it completely. I guess. I don't know. And you don't really want these people, like, running around, with nothing, because then they would be, they would probably have to do crimes and shit because they wouldn't have nothing. They're here illegally, so they're going to probably do crimes to get food and get money and get shelter. But see, we got a different situation because we had a dumbass, ignorant president, Biden, and a dumbass vice president, Kamala, who let 10 million, 20 million people in here illegally. So we can't even look at it as just level-headed, nice people. We got to look at the situations for what it is right now, today. And what do you do, man? What do you do as a country? Man, it's them people put us in such a bad situation, man. This whole country should realize that. Everybody in this fucking country should realize that Biden and Kamala Harris was like one of the worst things to ever happen to this damn country. Everybody talks about inflation and all this and all. Man, inflation went super bonkers with them motherfuckers in power. Biden and Kamala, man, inflation skyrocketed. Millions of people illegally just rushed in through the border. They just opened the doors. Then they just hand out money after money after money, just tons of cash. Whole hotels bought out. Here, live here. Here's a free place here. Here's a free place there. Here's a free. Oh, you want a driver's license? Here you go. Don't worry about it. I don't care if you never drove in your life and you don't even know what a car is. Just here, get behind the wheel and go. Sick, man. It's sick. But I think about this EBT shit. I just don't see how the Democratic voter can't look at this and see it for what the fuck it is that these Democrats are. I seen Schumer on a press conference. He straight up says the shit. He said, well, maybe if people start going crazy because they don't have their EBT, then the Trump administration will be forced to deal with us. So the Democrat, Schumer, pretty much said, I'm going to starve and drive the poor people of this country insane. We're going to treat them like dirt. We're going to make them turn into criminals and go buck crazy because Trump won't do what we tell him to do. And that's exactly what he said, and he said it right there on camera on TV. It's right there. You can go and look it up. How do we let people like this get away with this shit? I don't care what nobody says. I've been keeping an eye on it. I blame the Democrats 100%. 100%. They could have passed the damn thing, kept it going the way it was. They voted on it like 13 different times. They could have kept the shit going the way it was and then fought over shit, next week. Or during this whole time, they could have been, sparring off about shit and trying to work a bill out or whatever. But you would at least had the same shit going on and you could have had people fed. But the Democrats, once again, want to use their voters. Man, it's sickening. Man, that's crazy as shit. Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying? It's unbelievable. I swear to you, I just seen it today. Schumer said that. He said, maybe if the people, and I'm going to say it in my own words. I can't say it for what he said word for word, but he said, maybe if the people don't get their EBT and they start going crazy in the streets, then Trump will have to deal with us. And what he's saying is, we ain't going to give nobody shit. We want them to go buck crazy in the streets, turning us to some wild animals, and then Trump will be forced to do what we want him to do. That's just fucking sane to me, man. And how he could be so blunt and say it right to the... And what gets me the most is these Democratic voters will sit there and back this shit. The people who vote Democrat will sit there, hear this man say these things, and still back these people. This world just confuses the shit out of me, man. Are people really that fucking ignorant? I mean, I get it. You hate Trump. But this dude's telling you that we're not going to give you shit. We want you to go crazy in the streets just so we can get at Trump. But a lot of these Democratic voters, they hate Trump so much, they're like, yeah, let's go at him. We're going to get him. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. What's going on with here? It just blows my mind, man. But I really do. I see a lot of people on the Instagrams with the reels and the shorts and all that and the videos and people talking about it. And I see a lot of people that are saying, they're making fun of the fact that people are not going to get their EBT. They're not going to get their snaps. They're making fun of people that are going to run out of food stamps. But now, see, I'm going to take a step back because I know there's going to be millions of children from ages 1 to 15, you know what I'm saying? Millions of them that are going to be hurting, man. They're not going to get them 3 meals a day. A lot of them ain't going to get shit. I know how it was when, there's a lot of kids out here that don't even eat unless they go to school. Because once they go home from school, there's no food in the house, man. There's some terrible shit that goes on in this world. You know what I mean? And for all of EBT to go down, a lot of kids are going to suffer for this. So I'm not going to sit here and make fun of it, man. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm happy that it's going down. Do I have a problem with people that take advantage of it? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've known people in my life that have made it a career to live off the government. Seriously, they know every trick in the book to keep food stamps and money coming in and medical insurance on them for free and shit. Housing. I mean, the unbelievable shit that people do to keep this shit going, man. I believe me. I know. I grew up around some people that, I mean, if they put as much effort into real life trying to be something that they did as far as working the government, man, they would have been millionaires. But they got caught in that cycle, and they learned how to manipulate the system and work the shit out of the system. So boom, bam, bip, it became a career choice. We just stay on fucking food stamps and money from the government and get housing, pay $11 a month. Get vouchers for gas and shit. It's wild. Now I don't like that, and I damn sure don't like giving. I don't think we should give. I don't, man. I don't think we should give anybody that comes over here illegally. We can't give them shit, man. What kind of sense does that make, man? You're supposed to have it to where people don't feel comfortable doing illegal things. People shouldn't feel comfortable illegally entering a country. And a lot of them were, well, I can't say a lot. And I don't know personally. I just go off of what I hear, just like everybody else. But there were some that came into this country that were straight up criminals, Jack. Some of the worst from these places. You know what I'm saying? And then we just hand them money and places to live, driver's licenses, IDs. Here you go. And talk a shit ton of men. A shit ton of men. I mean, have you? I know there was one because he was a comedian and it was a skit, and a lot of people didn't realize it was a skit. But have y'all seen a lot of men on these videos complaining about losing their EBT? It's mainly women. But if you look at the illegals that came into the country and the food stamps handed out to them, it had to be a shit ton of men getting them, because it was like, to me, it looked like it was like 95% men that crossed into the country illegally. You know what I'm saying? So I guess there's good and bad with everything, man. But I think that there needs to be something. Now, I did hear, I just seen the title of it because I was busy. I couldn't stop to watch nothing. I seen the title. It said, a judge has made a ruling that Trump has to use some kind of money to pay for SNAP benefits or something. So hopefully some people get it, and hopefully they direct the money into the hands of the people that truly need it and deserve it, and not the career living off the government motherfuckers and the illegals and shit like that. Y'all know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just gonna tap in, and I am gonna get in the chat with y'all, man. That's why I did this live, because I just wanted to chill with y'all, man. Last night was fun, just chatting it up with people that came to watch the premiere and shit, man. I had a good time. But as far as people that are gonna go ballistic and run up in stores and just start robbing and shit, I really wanna tap in with y'all, man, because you can't always just fall for the bullshit, man. You know what I mean? You can't always fall for the bullshit. People think that everybody that was on snaps or food benefits, food stamps, whatever, now we're going to have, 40 million Americans that's just going to run into the stores and rob everybody, and everybody coming out the stores and blah, 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 blah. It's not going to fucking happen. Now, will there be crime? Yes. Will there be people that run up in the stores and do some shit? Yes. Will there be robberies going on? Probably. But you know where that's going to happen? That's going to happen L.A., New York, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cities are going to have their hands full, because they already feel brave enough to break the law anyway. They robbing and stealing any motherfucking way. So stealing a little bit of food out of a grocery store ain't shit to them. They don't feel like they gonna get in trouble whatsoever. I mean, but let's be honest, man. If you go to a decent part of town, if you ain't in the city, you probably ain't gonna have to worry about it as much. You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense to y'all, man? I mean, and this is just my opinions. Maybe y'all think different. Maybe y'all think all hell's gonna break loose all over the place. But you know, man, I'm so sick of falling for that shit all the time. Every fucking week, there's something new that's gonna make the whole fucking world crumble. I'm fucking sick of it, man. I'm not gonna sit around and be scared to go to the fucking grocery store to get some groceries. If somebody runs up on me and needs to rob me of my fucking groceries, it's gonna be a one in a million chance, in my opinion, where I'm at. Now, if I was in New York City, it'd be a different situation. I'd be thinking different. If you're in the cities or you're in a shitty area where there's a lot of crime and a lot of fucked up people, then yeah, you better watch your ass. You better watch your ass. But you got to watch your ass there every day anyway. So there's no difference. There would be absolutely no difference for me. If I was living, let's say, in D.C. right now, I would live my life the exact same way tomorrow as I did today, because I'd be watching my ass when I went to the store every second of the day anyway. And I do anyway. But it's just habit. I'm always looking around, counting the people in the room, walking in the door. Okay, who's standing by the door? Who's over there at them doors? Is there anybody looking suspicious in the parking lot? Look, why is this motherfucker sitting in the car? You know, situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't. I ain't trying to shit on no YouTubers, man. I'm not trying to shit on no YouTubers. But some of y'all motherfuckers just, y'all constantly good, just going way too fucking funny with it, man. Y'all going way too hard. Y'all act like fucking can't walk outside your door without a fucking meteor dropping on your head, man. Shit gets a little ridiculous, man. I think there needs to be some of us out here that calm it down a little bit. Relax. Yeah, I mean, damn, if you in the boon, look, if you in the country, ain't nothing but farmers around you and shit. You got nothing but good people around you and shit. You know what I'm saying? And most people, let's think about this too, because they make it seem like whoever the fuck is on EBT food stamps is just some trashy ass, ratchet, nasty people. You know what I'm saying? These are just the lowlifes of the world. They're criminals already anyway, so they'll have no problems just going crazy and starting civil war. No, man, there's plenty of people out here that's on that shit, and right now they're just stressed as fuck. You know what I mean? And they're hitting up friends and family, and they're thinking about, okay, I'm going to hit up the church, because I know the church will help me out a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm going to hit up the food pantries. I know they'll hook me up a little bit. A lot of them, if they were smart, when they got their EBT, they would take a portion out of it every single month and stack some preps, some food preps. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. I mean, you could get a bag of, you could get a bag of rice every single month. You got food stamps and a couple canned goods. You do that for a year. You got 12 20-pound bags of rice and 100 cans of fucking green beans, corn, fruit cocktail. I mean, and there are people that do it, because I was one of them. Shit, I was a single dad with 3 kids struggling like shit. I got food stamps for a minute. And I tell you, every single month, I used a portion of it to fucking prep food because I always thought, man, these motherfuckers could end at any day. You know what I'm saying? This government could look at me and be like, nah, motherfucker, you don't deserve these bitches. You ain't getting them. And I'll be damned if my kids are going to go starving. You know what I mean? It's these idiots that go out here and get their food stamps. And I've seen it. I've seen them a million times. Get their food stamps, and what do? They run right to the store. Let's say they get $400 in food stamps. They go straight to the store. First thing they do, spend $300. Bam. Cookies, steaks, shrimp. You know what I'm saying? The Wonder Bread. Not that cheap dollar bread. Let's get Wonder Bread. Next thing you know, they got $100 left for the whole month. They run through the food they got. They got 3 weeks to go with $100, and all they do is complain for 3 weeks. Oh, I'm going to run out of food stamps. I just don't get enough food stamps. They just don't give you enough around this motherfucker. And, I mean, look, I feel you. I feel you. There's some people out here that just are not that smart. It just is what it is. They're just not that smart, man. So they don't fucking prepare. They don't fucking budget shit. They don't think right. You know what I mean? My app, man, shit. When I had food stamps, no bullshit, man. I wasn't worried about the next month's food stamps. I never ran out. I made sure that my kids were going to eat. And I was thankful for the shit that they gave me, and I worked myself the fuck off of them. You know, little by little, worked myself up to get a van, get back on my feet. Worked it so my kids could get off the school bus and watch their damn. I remember calling up to social services and saying, hey, look, if my son's 8 years old, my daughter's 7, and my other son's 5, can my 8-year-old babysit for like 15 minutes just until I get home from work when they get off the school bus? And there was laws in Maryland where 8-year-olds could watch themselves. I don't know if it's changed by now or not, but 8-year-olds could watch themselves and shit. But I mean, I did some research and figured it out so I could go to work, start pulling in some bread. Didn't need those food stamps no more. I worked myself off of it. You know what I'm saying? And there was lots of people like me. I mean, there was plenty of stories that I heard from the social workers and everything because, you know, I was decent to them. They talked to me like a regular. I didn't go up in the, you know, I remember being up in the social services office embarrassed. You know what I mean? Here I am, a man with 3 kids, got 2 other kids, and I can't make enough to take care of them. I'm a piece of shit. I feel like a piece of shit. But I'm up in that motherfucker, man. They doing me a favor. So there ain't no way I'm going to bitch and complain. Man, there was people that would come up in that motherfucker. They'd be waiting like 5 minutes. I got things to do. Y'all need to get me up in here and get me out of here. I'm not sitting here all fucking day. Like, what? Are you out of your fucking mind? Free food, free money, free housing, and you up in here bitching about your time? Because you want to go to your girlfriend's house and run your mouth on the phone or some shit? You ain't even got no job. The fuck, you crazy people? Seen it all the time, man. All the time. I couldn't believe it. You know, when I was up in that motherfucker, man, I talked to the social workers, all the ladies that work in there. I'd always tell them, man, y'all look so nice today. I know y'all are having to deal with a bunch of crazy stuff, and I'm sorry I got to be up in here, but I sure do appreciate y'all. Man, they loved me to death. I got anything I wanted out of that motherfucker, to be honest. They watched out for me like shit. I ain't have no problems. And the only thing I had to do was show a little respect. Be grateful for the help. Shit, when I got off of the shit, I met with the main dude. He's like the boss of the social workers and shit. I go up in his office, and he's like, man, is there anything we can do for you today? Because tomorrow we're not going to be able to do anything for you, man. Is there anything wrong with your car? Do you need oil for heat in your place that you're living in? And I actually I said, look, man, seriously, I had got a van and the van had sat for like 5-10 years or some shit. So the wheels on it were so like dry rotted that the traction on them was ripping off of them. I was riding down the road. It happened twice. The traction came off of them and was slapping and dented up my van because the rubber was just smacking the van, spinning around, still stuck to the tire, but some of it came off. And I would go to the damn gas station, get me one of them little $20 used tires, switch it up in there and take my ass to work. You know what I mean? You do what you got to do. So I'm up in the office talking to this dude, and I'm thinking about them tires, and I'm like, man, to be honest with you, man, I've had 2 tires do this. I got 2 $20 used tires to replace those, but there's still 2 tires on there, and they're probably going to end up doing the same thing as them other ones did, man. You know, that's about all my problems as far as anything that I might need help on, man. If you could possibly help me with that, man, I would be very grateful. You know that motherfucker put 4 brand new tires on my van. And this is the day that I'm leaving. I'm done. I've done worked myself off the shit. You know, I'm going up in there to shut everything down. You know, sign papers and shit. I'm all done with it, man. I appreciate y'all. And I was up in there a couple years. So I had known the people up in there. So, I was saying bye to everybody, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all really did. Y'all saved me and my kids' lives, man. I appreciate y'all. This dude slapped 4 new tires on the way out the door. Here you go, man. I got you. I wish you nothing but the best. And if you ever need anything, you just come back up in here and you just ask for me. And that's all I had to do was just be a decent person, man. Just be a decent motherfucker. That's what that's what it's all about, man. Decency. But there's a lot of fools out here, man. So anyway, if you in the cities, fuck it, I say it, man. In most Democratic ran areas, watch your back. Because the Democrats, man, they don't give a fuck about law and order. And they're the ones why there ain't going to be no EBT. They're the ones that want you to go into the streets and go buck crazy. Because they're using it as a political tactic to be at war with Trump and his administration. And that's just what the fuck it is. I don't care what nobody says. Now, I don't care if you don't like Trump and you don't think it's true. Good for you. Have your opinion. Live with it. But this is what I know for a fact for me. They want to use the people, starve them, so they go buck fucking crazy in the streets and start doing all kinds of criminal shit, robbing and shit, stealing and shit, so that way Trump can fold to their demands. And Chuck Schumer said it right on live fucking TV. And that's exactly how he said it. And as soon as he said it, he walked off. And I was like, man, did he really mean to say it like that? Or did he get caught up? Ark Living, what up, man? What up? But I don't think people need to, I don't think you need to worry yourself to death about this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the one up on here telling you that the world's going to end because the EBT done fell and the whole world's going into civil war. Now, look, I could be fucking wrong. Y'all know I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing worse than a parent who can't feed their kids. Y'all know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing worse than a parent that can't feed their kids. So could shit be worse than I'm thinking? Even for the, the rural areas and shit and just places where you wouldn't think that there would be that much crime and shit. Yeah, that's definitely possible. So I mean, watch your ass out there. You know what I mean? What's up, Mo231? What's going on with you, Gypsy Soul? I sees you. So I mean, really, that's about all we can do, y'all. You know what I mean? That's about all we can do. Like I mean, you can't be. There ain't really much. It ain't like we can turn the EBT on for them. But the only thing I'm gonna do for myself, man, is I am gonna think about the children, and I'm gonna think about the families that truly need the help, and they don't abuse it. They're not nasty people. They're just having some hard times, and they need a little help from their fellow Americans to get by, and eventually they're going to work themselves off of it, and they're going to do good, and their children are going to turn out good. I don't mind at all paying taxes and helping out other Americans that are good people, man. I don't care. I'll help. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. So if you're out there, this is for any content creators, man. And I know some of y'all just don't give a fuck, and that's cool. That's it's on you, man. You are who you are. But for some of y'all content creators out there, man, that are just making fun of people and just completely shitting on everybody that's on food stamps and shit, I just ask you, man, think about them kids, man. Think about them, the woman or the men that have lost their loved one. People die every day. And sometimes it's the breadwinners of the family. And hard times strike. And some people don't have family. Some people don't have, family they can reach out to get help. Some people don't have a lot of friends, man. It's just the way it is. So that's how I'm gonna be anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's what's up. Shit. Forgot to put it on live chat. I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference, though. I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference. But let me see. What was going? Snapocalypse. Snapocalypse. That's some crazy shit, man. Snapocalypse. That's what they calling it. It's going to be the Snapocalypse. I wrote some shit down, man, so I don't forget. We got Venezuela. We got nuke testing. We got Democrats and prepping. Now, I'm just going to talk shit on Democrats all night, so it'll be here and there. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it, man. I'm so fucking sick of these politicians. These Democrats are trying to ruin our country, man. They're trying to starve a percentage of our country just because they don't like Trump. And they're doing it so they can hook up illegals. You know what I'm saying? I seen this dude, I think it was a dude talking. I think it was either a dude. It might have been a black woman. It was either a black dude or a black woman. And color has a meaning to it. They were saying that what they think is going on with the whole illegal immigration and shit is that they think that they're trying to push out the black vote and override it with the illegal immigrants. They're trying to overpower the black vote because they're scared black people are waking up and going away from the Democratic Party. So boom, bam, bit. They trying to use the illegal immigrants to make up for that shit and be more powerful than the black vote. And I was like, damn, man, that's a wild way to think about it. Like that damn well could be, man. That damn well could be. That could be one of the things. But then I was watching a little clip, right, of Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. Elon Musk with the whole Doge thing, y'all. Let me get y'all hip if y'all ain't hip. So Elon Musk was saying that most of the corruption with the money in the government is being run through the illegal immigration situation. And I was like, there it is. There it is. He said that Doge has pretty much knocked out about $200 billion in fraudulent shit. And Joe Rogan asked him, if you could have, godly powers and wipe out all the corruption, how much would it be? And Elon Musk said it would take away half of the country's deficit, like the however many trillions of dollars that we owe every fucking body for some reason. He said if they could wipe out all the corruption, God mode, it would cut it in half and then some. So I'm thinking at least $2 trillion, right? And the only thing you could cut out was 200 billion? And then Elon said some shit. He said this. He said you can't take away 100% of the corruption, of the crooked money. He said because then you would have so many psychopaths running amok out there that the system would be overrun and we as a people wouldn't be able to deal with it. I'm like, so our government has to let corruption happen with trillions of dollars to keep psychopaths from going bonkers on America? What? What the y'all feel me on that? Am I making sense? I hope I'm getting it clear. I know I don't always talk right, but I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I hope you understand. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep saying, you know what I'm saying? But for real, these are the things that he said. And you got to take it into consideration. This dude came in and was dealing with the Doge and the money and all the corruption with the money and shit. You know what I mean? But he actually said, and he's only done 200 billion. He said he could wipe out 2 trillion in God mode. So $1.8 trillion is being left alone. Go ahead and corrupt it. Go ahead and do whatever you want with it. Go ahead and do your illegal shit with it and line your fucking pockets and do all this shit because we don't want you psychopaths to fuck us up. That's exactly what Elon was saying. This is what our country is dealing with? And this is what we will be dealing with no matter what? And this was the final that's it. This is what we're doing and this is why and blah blah blah. So we're just gonna let $2 trillion just go to psychopaths and killers and shit. So in other words, we pay off psychopathic killers with one. That's more than the bills that we come up with to take care of our own people, along with the Ukrainians and the money we send to China and the money we send to whoever the fuck else we're sending money to. You know what I mean? I mean, what the bill that they want to do now is 1.5 trillion. The Democrats want 1.5 trillion to take care of illegal aliens. Shit, they're letting more than that go all the time on a regular just to keep the psychopaths off of us. Can somebody explain this to me? How we can let that fly? It's almost like fuck it. Pass the 1.5 trillion. You're throwing away 1.8 trillion any fucking way just to keep psychopaths in line. Shit, I need to become a psychopath. Y'all feel me? Press 1. I need to be a complete fucking maniac. Shit, slide me some of that $1.8 trillion. Or I'm going to go buck crazy. How about that? Y'all know what I'm saying? Shit. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Yep. I don't know why I started talking about that. Why did I start talking about that? That's not nuke testing. That's not Venezuela. But it's interesting. It's interesting to me to hear somebody that was so... I mean, he was in charge of that Doge shit. He built the Doge shit straight up. I mean, Elon was the dude. He said he had tons of death threats coming at him. He said his death threat level went way up when he started fucking with it. I mean, I wonder how many and who. I wonder how many and who. I mean, are we talking other countries? Are we talking politicians? Why don't they ever put these people, like, put a name on it? Let the American people know. Let the good people know who the bad people are. He said they know where every single dollar's going. He said it's very simple. They know where every single dollar's going. But they can't stop it because of the psychopaths. Well, if you know who the psychopaths are, warn the American public. Let us know. I mean, what are we dealing with? Why are we paying $1.8 trillion to these evil demons, man? And if they're politicians, definitely name them so we can get them the fuck out of there. I think we probably know a few. You know some of these politicians that are lining their pocket. Why are they fighting so fucking tooth and nail to get a $1.5 trillion thing passed? They will literally starve out America to get this money to pass in a bill. Why? I just told you. So these evil motherfuckers can put it in their pockets. Because I'm sure that $1.8 trillion that we're letting go to the wayside all the time for corruption, I'm sure every bill they pass, there's a portion of it that goes in the pockets of these evil people that I guess the government are scared of. It's wild, man. Yeah, Pig Lucy, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. Schumer. And listen to this. This is no bullshit. He said, because Joe Rogan asked him, he's like, man, who did you get? Who gave you the toughest time when you out of the political side of things? Like, who gave you the toughest time when you went into Doge and started uncovering all this corruption and all this money being spent here and there and everywhere and people lying in their pockets? And Elon, went into like a long form answer a little bit. You know how Elon is. He kind of stutters and shit. But he said that 90% of it is Democrats. 10% is Republican. And it sounded to me like he was saying that the Republican side was coming at him just as hard as the 90% was. And Joe Rogan was like, well, why do you think that is? And he's like, because they want their cut. They want their vig. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just Democrats. It's Republicans too. And they want their piece of the pie. That's why these fools want to pass these bills and shit, because they put money in their pocket, man. They say, oh, we're going to give $2 million to see how large frog penises grow. But there is no study for frog penises. It's all bullshit. It's just going in somebody's pocket. Or they got 10,000 names of people and they're 200 years old or 150 years old, and all that money that's supposed to be being sent to these people that are 200 years old and not even born yet. They're from the future and shit. They're putting it in their pocket. It's insane. And then Joe was like, well, tell me this, man. Why is so much of the corruption lined in with the Democrats? Why is it 90% Democrats that the whole corruption and everything is under? And Elon simply said, because it's ran through the illegal immigration shit. And I was like, damn. If only American Democratic voters would look at it with open eyes and see how fucked up the Democratic Party is, they would never vote Democrat again in their life. They would never vote Democrat again in their life. They're using this illegal alien shit to get rich, man, on top of other things. They're weaponizing criminals from Venezuela against us. They're weaponizing food stamps against us. I don't even know how there's a Democratic Party anymore. I don't even know how to me, the Democratic Party, politician-wise, is like a terror organization right now. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I swear to you, I feel towards the Democrats as if they're a fucking terror organization. Look what they're doing with this food stamp shit. That alone, when you can get on TV and say you're going to use the people starving to go crazy, turn into criminals so you can get what you want out of Trump. Is that not terror? Is that not trying to terrorize everybody else that's not on EBT and they're worried about getting robbed going to the stores and shit? Is this not terrorism? It's a terrorist organization, man. I hope I don't have fucking feds coming to my fucking door in the next year or two. But I tell you what, that's how I feel as an American. I feel the Democratic Party is a terror organization. And how can you tell me that it's not? It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit. Y'all can go, it was on, Joe Rogan's Clips channel. If any of y'all watch Joe Rogan, y'all can go look. I just watched it before we went live. Like an hour before we went live, man. I was eating some Hot Pockets, and I was watching. I couldn't fucking believe what I was hearing. It's crazy, but y'all go check it out, man. It's Elon with Joe Rogan, and I guess it's probably it was posted 1 hour before I clicked on it, so it's probably 2 or 3 hours now if you go and look up his Clips channel. But anyway, I do want to talk about the nuclear testing. Y'all have heard that, Trump said we're going to do some nuclear testing, right? How do y'all feel about that, man? Any thoughts on that in the chat, man? I want to hear what y'all, before I go running my mouth, man. See if y'all let me know, man. If y'all think we should be testing nuclear weapons, press 1. If you think we should not be testing nuclear, press 2. Help me out. I want to see what y'all think. 2, we shouldn't be doing it. 1, we should be testing nuclear. I'm with you, Gail. I'm with you. I feel you 100%. I find the nuke stuff disturbing. Jane said 2. CJ says 2. Blue Butterfly says 2. Gail says 2. Maybe I can get one more of y'all to give me a 1 or a 2. What the fuck did I say anyway? Did I say 2 is we don't test it, or is 2 we do test it? No, we got a 1 and 2. Oh, you watched the Gaucho? That's what's up. Very disturbing. All right, well, I'm gonna throw my opinion out there for y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. Why now? Did we forget how to make them? I hear that, CJ. That's what's up, Blue. I got you. I'll tell you right off the bat. Hopefully I'm not talking too much into the mic. Let me move the mic. I'm 100%, 101%. We should definitely be testing our nuclear weapons. And let me explain why I think that. All of our enemies, all of them, North Korea, China, Russia, all of them have nuclear weapons. They have zero problems testing their shit. They have zero problems talking about using their shit. They have zero problems with putting their shit out there ready to hit the button and blow some shit up. We know Russia probably wouldn't hesitate to throw a nuke in the air, or 100 of them. They have just as many nukes as we have. They say China's going to have as many nukes as we got in 5 years. We are to a point on this planet where if you don't have nukes, you ain't safe. If America didn't have nuclear weapons, we would be dog shit. We would have zero power in this world whatsoever. There would be no freedom. We would not be as free as we are today. So to sit around for 30-some years and not even test the shit we got, not even test the shit that we're building and the shit that we're updating, I think is ludicrous. I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. Of course we should be testing these things. And I think we should even be flexing on these Bamas. Now, it does bother me. And I know nukes is some messed up shit, you know what I mean? I every time I see a nuke go off in the water, I'm a big animal lover. Y'all know I'm an animal lover. And I mean, I'm an animal lover. Like, I feel bad when I get a bait fish and gotta kill him and cut him up and put him on the hook for bait. I feel horrible sometimes. I've actually got done fishing, went home with the bait fish in a bucket. They were still swimming, and I went back down to the water to release them so they could go on with their life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting them in the freezer, freezing them for bait for the next fishing trip. I'm like, man, I can't do it. I can't kill these little fellas. I gotta go let them go. And I see these nukes going off in the water, man, and I just think about all the animals that might have been right there when they went off. You know what I mean? And it's terrible. I think nuclear is horrible, but it's here, and it's not going anywhere. So I think America should be the most powerful nuclear force in the universe. You know what I'm saying? I think America should be the ones. I'm American, man. I believe in my country. I don't think anybody else should have the nuclear power that we have. And I think we should let every single one of them know just how powerful our nuclear weaponry is. And I think all of our military that have to deal with these weapons should be at the most educated they can be with them. And if it has to be testing, then it has to be testing. I mean, we've tested before, and it didn't ruin the whole fucking planet. Maybe, just maybe, testing these things could deter these other fools from thinking they can do something. Like, man, did you see the blast of that son of a bitch? Ain't no what? Ours ain't big enough, Holmes. We got to do better. We can't go to war with these fools, man. They got bombs that'll blow up half the damn earth. And you know, I'm ignorant when it comes to this kind of stuff. You know, I wasn't in the military and shit, so I'm ignorant when it comes to the military. I got nothing but respect for the military. I got nothing but love for anybody that was in the military, serving in the military. Man, y'all are the motherfuckers for real. Huge props. But I want them to have everything they possibly need, whether it's knowledge or whether it's weaponry. I want them to have the biggest, baddest shit that's on the planet. Plain and simple. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing, man. I think we should have been testing these things, you know, off and on. I don't think we should have went 30-some years without testing our nuclear powers, man. So that's my take on the nuclear testing. Like, I see a lot of people, you know, going in an uproar about it, you know, all pissed off. Oh, it's fucking Trump. We always said he'd push the button. No, I think it's very smart. I think it's very smart that he's doing this. You're damn right. Get out. And I'm pretty sure it probably ain't Trump calling into the military like, hey, man, y'all still got some of them nukes? Hey, I want to test some of them bitches. I want to see some of them bitches. I'm pretty sure it was the generals and Hegseth and all these motherfuckers talking about, hey, Trump, we really need to start testing these things, man. We haven't tested anything in like over 30 years. We don't even know what'll happen. I mean, we got bombs that are 40, 50, 60 years old. We need to test some of this shit, man. We need to make sure that we're on top of things. I think it's very smart. Let me see. If it could actually happen, all nukes should be done away with. We can do enough damage with everything else we have to fight wars without destroying the land for decades. Rip, I'm with you 1,000%, brother. I'm with you 1,000% on that. But I just know that they're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So I got to look at it for what it is. You know what I mean? What's up, Ben? So I got to look at it for what it is. You know what I mean? We have other weapons. I know we have lasers and use lasers in the military. Well, that's what's up, man. We have lasers in space. Oh, okay. I feel you, Gail. I'll take your word for it, man. I mean, I really don't know about these things, and I've heard though. You know, it's with so much information that we get, whether it's right or wrong. The blue houses not being burnt. How did this car burn up, but the tree right beside it didn't? You know, and I don't look at things and say, oh no, that can't be. I think anything's possible. You know what I mean? Like, I truly believe that. I believe anything's possible. So I don't just brush off when I hear shit. But at the same time, I don't like completely just believe in it and that's fact to me. And okay, we got these things and I know that's for sure what it is. And if I don't know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I do believe that it's definitely a possibility. And if you say that we got lasers in space, I'm more to believe you than not believe you. I think we got weapons that people don't even fucking know about. You know what I mean? I think they got some shit we ain't even. I can't imagine, man. I can't imagine the shit these motherfuckers could come up with. I mean, the more I hear of shit that has gone on in this world in the past, where they had a certain thing that could make people have a heart attack. I seen something about that. It was like a little documentary thing or something, and talked about how there was this thing they had where it would, if they had to take out some big wig dude and nobody know that it was them, they could just hit him with something and it makes him have a heart attack, but nobody will ever know. They just think he had a regular old heart attack. You know what I mean? I mean, there's been so many questionable deaths throughout history with different people and shit, man. It's crazy. Trump said we have bigger, better weapons than nuclear. Nah, Ben. I don't think it's tenfold. I think you're right on time, man. I think there's something up with them places that caught on fire. That's why I said the blue roofs and the car burning up, but the tree right beside it didn't. I mean, there's some weird shit to that, man. I think you're on to something. I think a lot of us are. I see you, Jim. I see you about the lasers. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I, I I really wonder what this thing is that's flying through space that people keep talking about. I'm seeing all these pictures and all these videos and shit. I don't know what's real and what ain't. That's what's so fucked up, man, is they done made it now. And it seems like it really went from 0 to 100, but it wasn't at 0. It was probably at like, I don't know, it was probably at like 50 or something. But when the pandemic hit, it seemed like information just went bonkers. And the reason it did, in my opinion, is they tried to stop the truth from being exposed. So it was the people that were supposed to be telling us the truth that were just lying to us and lying to us and lying to us. And the people that were speaking truth, and a lot of the doctors and the people that would come out and contradict what the government was trying to tell us, or the governments of the world were trying to tell us, and then it just hit everything. Everything has 100 sides to it. It's not just, well, it's either this or that. No, it's either this, that, that. And by the time you think of 20 different reasons for something to be, you're never going to find what the truth is. And I think they learn that shit so hard. Because, this internet shit, it ain't that old when it comes to the masses of people. So every day they're learning. But I think during the pandemic, man, I think the powers that be really got educated on how to use the system to confuse us, to lie to us, to move us, to brainwash us. I mean, shit. If I would have, if information would have been as free in 2020 and 2021 as information is now, man, I would have never got that fucking thing in my arm, man. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to my doctor. I trust my doctor. Been going to him for 10 years, man. I trusted him. And my other doctor. Going to her like 8 years. I trusted him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I went off of. I was like, man, I'm not gonna, for a medical decision, I'm not gonna go off of fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I did, man. But if I would have known now, I wouldn't have done it, man. I would not have stuck that fucking thing in my arm. No, sir. And it's fucked up. Cause that's how fucking crooked they were. I didn't take it because of mandates or no shit like that. Like I took it because I talked to like they weren't mandating it yet when I took it. Like it wasn't because they were saying you have to take it or this or you have to take it or that. It wasn't like that with me. Like I took it early, like a dumbass. But anyway, I live with my decision, man. And hopefully I don't turn green in a couple months. You know what I mean? It's been about 5 years. I don't know. Just crossing fingers, man. I escaped this mistake. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me, because I hope I didn't fuck up too bad, man. Maybe I got one of those sugar water shots or something, man. I sure hope so. Jesus. But anyway, the information that these motherfuckers confuse us with. And when it comes to this EBT shit, like I waited and waited and waited, man. Because I was like, man, I know that the Trump's going to blame the Democrats. Democrats are going to blame Trump. Plain and fucking simple. I know these things are going to happen. So I got to find that line or watch what they say and see how they act to figure out what the fuck is really going on with this government shutdown shit. And just by watching politicians talk on both sides, this government shutdown is 1,000% fucking Democratic. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck. The Democrats are weaponizing this government shutdown. Period. Point blank. They've said it themselves. The ones that the Schumers. You know what I'm saying? The number one dude. Just like that other dude that runs with him. What is it? Hakeem Jeffries or some shit like that? 100%. These motherfuckers, man, they just because they want to put that money in their pocket. I know I'm diving back in. We've already talked about this. I don't mean to bore y'all, but it just makes me fucking sick. And I can't understand how anybody out there can fucking vote Democrat, man. I don't know why these people ain't being brought up on charges. I don't know why Schumer wasn't arrested when he said that. Imagine if I came out on my YouTube and said I have a way to shut down food stamps, y'all. And the reason I want to do it is because I want Trump to do what I want him to do. So I'm going to shut down everybody's fucking food stamps. Nobody's going to get any food that was on EBT until that son of a bitch does what I want him to do. Could y'all imagine how fast the police would be on my ass? They wouldn't just arrest me. They'd arrest my kids, my wife. They would go after everybody I fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Yet this sorry son of a bitch can sit up in the government buildings with the government media, with government all around him, and sit there and say that shit to our faces and walk away. Unreal, man. Unreal. Man, I sure do hope more and more people wake up, more and more people wake up, more and more people wake up. But I did want to tap in. I wanted to, I say it like this. I don't know who, and I'm not trying to get in anybody's business or anything, but I wanted to talk just a little bit more, because I know there's probably people in our community. There's probably a few that get food stamps, man. They're probably stressing out right now. They're probably really worried. They're probably not as worried because they've been following all of us. We've all been working together, and we do this prepping thing. And we've prepped up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you if you have. But I want to throw it out there just in case somebody comes across this video and watches it and they're sitting at home and they're like, fuck, man, what am I going to do? I'm not no criminal. I'm not going to go rob nobody. I'm just going to suffer and my kids are going to suffer. Well, there's things you can do. There's things you can do besides going and robbing a grocery store. So I just want to throw this out there to y'all. You can go to your local churches and you can ask for help and they will help you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't get overrun and run out of shit. But you definitely can. You can also get on, if you like live in a neighborhood or live in an area that has some people, there are good people out there that will help you too. And I'm sure if you got into one of these like community Facebook groups and you just, swallow your pride a little bit, get on there and say, hey, look, I'm one of the people that are hurting on this food stamp thing. I got my own situation, but I'm not a bad person. But I really am hurting. I need a little help. I promise you there's going to be somebody out there that's going to watch out for you and your kids just a little bit, even if it's just some peanut butter and jelly and a loaf of bread, man. So your kids ain't starving. I'm trying to think. It's crooked, man. It's crooked. These evil bastards. There's food pantries. Now, some of them are churches. Some of them are churches, but some of them ain't. Some of them are just food pantries. Like I remember I had a cousin that I didn't really grow up with and shit, but I remember when times got tough in 2020, man, he was reaching out on Facebook for donations for the food pantry so he can, help more families and shit. So if you look and just don't worry about what people are going to think about you. You know what I mean? Don't get tied up in the damn, how do I look bullshit, man. Everybody needs help sometimes, man. Don't think about these videos you seeing of people making fun of people and shit like that, man. Fuck all that. You need a little help, man. You trying to do the right thing. It's hard times, man. People will understand, man. There's a lot of good people out here. So just hold your head up, man, and don't worry about it, man. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little bit of help. You can't help what the fucking government's doing. You've been doing everything right. You had to do what was right to even get food stamps. It ain't like you just walk in there and they just hand them to you. I mean, sometimes they do in certain areas of this fucking country that they just give it to these illegal immigrants and shit. But I'm saying, man, I believe in y'all. And I know that times get hard. Shit, we've all been there. So just, reach out, man. Don't be scared to reach out. Swallow your pride. Don't worry about it. Next week, they won't even think about it. And I guarantee you, if you reach out to these places, even if it's just for the next 2 weeks and then the shit comes back and everything's good, then you can go back over there and take them a bag of groceries and be like, here you go. I got my shit straight now, man. I wanna help out the next family or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You can always pay back later. But they'll reach out to you too. You know what I mean? When you got Thanksgiving coming up, like don't sit back and suffer, man. Reach out for some help, man, because there's some people out here that will help you. And maybe in the chat, man, if anybody's got any ideas, you can throw it up in the chat too, and you can read the chat. Maybe somebody will have some ideas for you. You know, man, everybody needs a helping hand every once in a while. Shit.
I ain't laughing at y'all. I've been there. Shit. I know of many people that been there. Some good, some bad, you know what I mean? Some abusers, some non-abusers. But yeah, reach out. Get some help, man. Don't just sit there and suffer. Don't let your kids suffer. You ain't got to go rob no damn stores. There's people out there that'll help you. I promise. Cause I don't want to see you go to jail. You know, I don't want you to feel that you're so desperate that you feel like you got to go into a store and steal and take a chance on losing your life. Cause then what your kids gonna do? You just trying to get them some food, but you end up in jail for 18 months. Then what your kids gonna do? It's terrible, man. So go reach out to them churches. You would much rather ask for help from a church than to be embarrassed and be arrested at a fucking store for trying to steal a loaf of fucking bread. You know what I'm saying? So just reach out for some help, man. I ain't trying to run on with it or nothing. My bad. Now I got my list here, and I think I done went through pretty much everything. Cause I done smacked the Democrats in the mouth a few times tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing on the list was prepping. You know, so maybe I'll talk a little bit about prepping, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, some of y'all out there might maybe somebody runs across. I doubt it because YouTube don't share my shit to nobody. I haven't grown on this channel in over 2 years. Like I'm still at the same spot I was like 3 years ago. To be honest, like YouTube, I think they pretty much put my channel on the burner. You know, I've erased videos and took it all down and brought some back up. I've totally fucked up. You know what I mean? But I ain't know what I was doing. But you know, it is what it is, man. Every once in a while, there's somebody new that comes along. Or maybe there's somebody that's sitting there, man, and they're just so stressed out that they can't even think straight because they're so worried. You know what I mean? But you can get a lot, man. If you can get $20, you can get a lot of food in your house. You think you can't, but you can. If you go up into I shop. You can ask my wife. When I go grocery shopping, man, I get twice as much as she would if she went grocery shopping because I'm on that food stamp mentality, man. What can I prep? What can I get that's going to be good tasting that kids will eat? You know, because kids are some picky motherfuckers. So what can I get? You know what I mean, man? You can go to Aldi's. You can get you some seasonings. You know, $1 a thing for seasonings, man. It's cheap. Sometimes they're 50 cents and shit. Seasonings are key. You can make something taste good as a motherfucker with the right seasonings. You know what I'm saying? If you go to CVS, here's a little trick. If you go to CVS, they always have cereal on major sales, and you can get the good cereal. I get Cocoa Puffs, Cookie Crisp, Fruity Pebbles, $6-7 a box. I get it for $2, $1.95 a box. I go in there and I get like 12 boxes. Cause nobody shops for that shit at CVS, but they do have it in there just in case. They got their little section of food, but 99% of the time, there's some of that food on sale big time. Every time I go to get my medication, every time I go to CVS, I go right to the food section. You can get laundry detergent real cheap because a lot of times there'll be one brand or another that's dirt cheap. You can get coffee dirt cheap because they order this shit, they get it in there, and they keep it in there all the time. And then boom, bam, bip, they can't sell it because not enough people buy that shit at a CVS. They buy that shit at a grocery store and whatnot. So it's just sitting on the shelf, so they got to put that shit on sale. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, tomorrow, go to CVS. You might find yourself Shit, $10, you'll get fucking 5 boxes of cereal. Man, that's breakfast for the next 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You can eat cereal with water if you got to. It sucks, but you could. Or you can just eat it straight out the box, man. I used to eat like Fruit Loops straight out the box, man. Sitting there watching cartoons. Shit, fuck if I didn't. But yeah, and you can get the good cereal too. When I go into a grocery store, I go to the meat section. I look for the red tags. I look for the discounted shit every single time, man. Because and it's not all the time. Sometimes you go up in there in the wrong day and ain't shit on sale. But a lot of times you can go in there and get shit cheap. Especially if you like look behind shit and stuff. Like really dig in, you know what I mean? You can't go wrong. Most of the time you can go into a grocery store, you can get 10 cans of spaghetti sauce. 10 cans of spaghetti sauce for like $10. Then you go get you some noodles. But you don't just get 10 packs of spaghetti noodles. You get a box of the macaroni noodles. You get a box of the linguine noodles. You get get different kind of noodles and get different kinds of spaghetti sauce. Get 2 cans, that's the meat sauce. 2 cans, that's the garlic and onion sauce. 2 cans of the traditional, boom, bam, bip. Next thing you know, you done went to CVS. You done spent $15 in there. You done got your milk and 5 boxes of cereal. You took another $20. You went to the grocery store and you got dinner for the next week, week and a half, because you got spaghetti. Now, are you going to get sick of spaghetti? You damn right. But you know what? You're going to eat. And your kids are going to eat. And they're going to be okay. It's going to get you through them hard times. You know what I'm saying? Because spaghetti, leftover spaghetti is better than the night before because it's had time to mix with, because you cook your spaghetti sauce, you cook your noodles. That shit get done. You grab some noodles, you pour some sauce on there, but at the end of the night, you done ate, got food. There's spaghetti sauce and noodles left over. You just mix that shit up, throw it in a bowl, throw it in the fridge. Well, guess what? All them noodles are soaking up all that spaghetti sauce. So the next day, when you plop some of that shit on a plate and warm it up and eat that shit, good Lord, that shit's so good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's other things you can do too, man. If you go to like the church will give you like some canned chicken. Sometimes they'll give you the cans of chicken, but those are so stuffy. Anyway, get the canned chicken. Then you take you some rice, because you done bought a 20-pound bag of rice, because you prepping up. You making sure that your kid's going to eat. You get your rice, you make you some rice, you take that canned chicken, you put it in a frying pan. Then you get a can of green beans, a can of corn, and a can of carrots. And you pour that shit in there with that chicken. Then you take your dollar seasonings from Aldi's. You pour some chicken seasoning on there. You get you some red pepper flakes, throw it up in that motherfucker. Throw a little bit of margarine up in there or some butter or something. Mix that shit up, fry that shit up, stir it up, get it all nice and hot. Have your rice all good to go. Boom, throw some rice on the plate, throw a little bit of margarine on there, mix up your rice, put some salt and pepper, then dump some of that chicken and vegetables on top of that. That shit will be slamming. And my kids, it was one of their favorite meals, and it was my ghetto hookup. That's what I called it, the ghetto hookup. Because when we were broke as shit, that's when I would make that shit. Like, all right, I'm going to make my chicken and vegetable shit because we broke as hell this week, so we going to... And it'll be leftovers for tomorrow, too. And the kids loved it. Every single one of them loved it. They will come now as adults. They just hit... One of our daughters hit Niecy up just like 2 weeks ago. I need James's recipe for the hookup, the ghetto hookup. Boom, bam, bip. Chicken and vegetables and rice. You know what I'm saying? And that hardly costs you get the chicken free. And you can do it with real chicken too, because sometimes, you go to these pantries and shit or these churches, they'll give you like real chicken too, frozen chicken. You can cook that up and then break up the pieces of meat, throw it in a pan with the vegetables and do it up with some seasonings and shit. And it's very cheap. You're using a little bit of rice and you're using like 3 cans of vegetables. That probably cost all but about $3. You know what I mean? And once you eat it, once you like, yeah, this is it. This some good shit right here. Then when you go to the store, you're gonna be buying them cans of vegetables. Next thing you know, you're gonna have 10 cans of carrots, 10 cans of green beans, 10 cans of corn. You're gonna go ahead and get another big bag of rice, and you're gonna be set. And you're gonna be sitting back, and you ain't gonna be worrying every week, what am I gonna feed my kids? What am I gonna eat? You know, prepping is such a peace of mind, man. It'll give you such a peace of mind. And it's not that hard to do. Anybody can do it. I did it when I was at my absolute poorest. I mean, during the summer, I'd go to yard sales. You go to yard sales, you can pick up big old pots to cook in and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Some of these people throwing out shit because they got new shit for Christmas. They got money like that. So they're throwing out these stainless steel pots. There ain't a mark on these motherfuckers. They're like brand new. Get $1. You know, $30 pot for $1. It's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. Just gotta think outside the box sometimes. Just go for it. Don't be ashamed. You know, a lot of times we will pass up on things in life because we feel ashamed or we're embarrassed. That's bullshit, man. There's no reason to be embarrassed, man. There's millions of people out here that have it way more worse, and they have to be way more embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be embarrassed, man. You're just as important as the people that are looking at you. You're worth just as much in this life as the people that are looking at you. You don't have to be embarrassed about nothing. Don't worry about that shit. Gotta be strong, you know what I'm saying? Yep, no doubt, Marsha, no doubt. What up, David? Carolina. Yep, my chili is that way. It's the bomb, and I can feed an army for days. Yes, chili. Yes, chili. I also have rice with my mushrooms and peppers mixed with every meal. That's what's up, Rip. That's what's up. Yeah, man. There's ways, there's ways to do shit, man. That when I first started prepping, it was really when it really kicked in is when I got custody of my 3 little kids, and man, it's a trip. I can't believe it's been that long. Lord have mercy. But I got custody of my 3 little ones, and they're not they're full grown adults now, man. They're doing their damn thing. But when I first got them, man, I didn't have shit in the house to feed them. I think I had some fish that I had caught that was up in the freezer, and that's about it, man. I was struggling. Times were hard. Shit was fucked up. You know what I mean? Hard times hit, man. It just is what it is. But one of my homeboys came over the house. He's like, man, you got the kids now? I'm like, yeah, man. I said, but you know what? He was like, what's up? I said, man, I can't feed these motherfuckers, man. He was like, what? I said, man, I ain't got no damn food in the house, man. I'm broke as shit. He said, man, come on, man. Let's jump in the car, man. Throw the kids in the car. I said, let's ride. He took me down to the store, man. He bought me a gallon of milk. He bought me like 3 boxes of cereal. And he bought a couple little snack things. He's like, look, man, I don't have but like $30, but this will hold you over, man, till something comes about. If not, hit me up on Friday. I'll come back, man. I was like, man, I appreciate you, dog. He's like, man, they can eat cereal 3 times a day if they got to for the next couple days, man, just to get you through, Like that's my dog, man, my homie, man, homie. But we go through shit. It's gonna be hard times, man. It's gonna be times when you gotta ask for help. Just is what it is, man. And I'm sure there's some people out there that never have to ask for shit, and God bless them. If you got it like that, man, then, man, you're lucky. You're very lucky. Well, there are so many people out here that don't have that kind of luck. You know what I'm saying? But Lord have mercy. That taught me right then and there, man, I got to keep food in this house. There's no way I ever want to feel like that again. I don't ever want to be sitting there with 3 kids thinking to myself, am I going to be able to feed them tonight? And it never happened again. Some shit happened, things fell in line, life moved on, and everything worked itself out. But every time I went to the grocery store, I was stocked. I had coolers in my kitchen running down my hallway filled up with canned goods and boxed goods. Every single cabinet in my house was filled up with food and rice and boxed dry goods and canned goods. I mean, and then I started, watching like doomsday preppers, and I started seeing like the big time dogs doing it. And at the time, I wasn't telling nobody shit. You know what I mean? I wasn't telling my friends I'm prepping and shit, man. I just, started, looking into it and shit, started seeing some shit. I'm like, man, I got to be down with this. You know what I mean? I got to make sure these kids eat for the next 20 years. And I tell you the truth, man. This is the God's honest truth. I don't even think Angry believed me when I told him, but I seen Angry Prepper on Doomsday Preppers. And it was the first time I was like, you know what, man? I don't have to be ashamed to say I'm a prepper. You know what I mean? If this motherfucker living in New York and can tell people he can really go all out with it and he ain't got no shame in it, he don't care what people think. Shit, I don't need to worry about that shit neither. So then I started telling people, man. I told my foster brother, and my foster brother he's a street dude, man. He's like, that dude spent more time in prison. Man, I told him I'm a prepper, man. I got picked on for years. That dude, every time he walk in my house, man, and see all the coolers and, I had like 30 cases of water up. You had to walk sideways down my hallway in my trailer because I had stacks of water. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker would pick on me all the motherfucking time. But you know what? I didn't feel fucking wrong anymore. I didn't feel like a tinfoil hat dude no more, man. And that's the truth. That was Angry Prepper that put that in me, man. And he didn't even know it. He was just on TV. And then when I had the chance to meet him, I mean, meeting Angry Prepper was like meeting fucking Michael Jordan or fucking Tom Cruise or some shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how life works, man. It's crazy. And when it comes down to it, my channel was jump started by Angry Prepper. And I had seen him over a decade before that on TV, on this show that really, hyped me up about prepping and shit. And then on down the line, 12, 15 years later, I ended up meeting him and he put out a video. I did this little short. He shared it. And I went from like 80 subs all the way up to like 500 subs overnight. It was crazy as shit. You know what I mean? And then I had the chance to sit down with him on his show, on his YouTube show, for like 3 hours, man. And we just chopped it up on a live stream. It was cool as a motherfucker, man. Then he actually joined me and Just Josh on a live stream and hung out on my channel. Now, I don't, that meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? Cool shit, man. Cool shit. I'll always respect that motherfucker. I'll always. We don't really talk too much and shit like that. Like, I ain't talked to him in a while, man. But if he was to ever need anything, he ever needed to reach out to me, man, I'd have his back 10 times fold, man. No matter how fucked up shit got in the community or what happened with different people, this and that. If Angry ever needed anything, man, I would drop what I'm doing. I would turn this fucking live off right now and go help. Just saying, man, I don't know where. I'm just running off everywhere, ain't I, y'all? Just flapping the gums, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, man, started prepping, got into it real deep, and then got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and got better at it, you know what I mean? Because shit, I don't think I'm the only one, man. There was a lot of shit that I bought for prepping that I ain't ever going to use, ain't ever going to need. Just like toys and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just shit that looked cool and seemed cool. Oh, yeah, I need that in my bug out bag, man. That's a cool motherfucker. Man, shit. Now that I've been doing it for so long and really, I'm older now, 50. I ain't 25 prepping. I'm 50 and prepping. It's a lot different now, man. Now it's about the money, the water. The food, the water. It's about certain shit that you put in your bag, like cash, birth certificates, paperwork that's real serious. It ain't all these little things, 52 different ways to start a fire. Like, what the fuck do I need 27 different fire starters for in my fucking bag? It's just taking up space and weighing it down, man. I don't know, man. I'm just yapping, y'all. I'm just yapping. But I still love prepping, man. I'll be a prepper till the day I die, man. Love it. It's one of the funnest things that I ever was able to do. And it made me feel, it taught me responsibility like a motherfucker too, man. Because, I was an ignorant young son of a bitch, man. I came up in an ignorant way. Prepping changed my life, man. Made me really, truly do some things right that I wasn't doing right. It really made me get my shit straight. Along with having the kids and being a responsible dad, making sure my fucking kids were straight. You know what I mean? I fucked up. I had a kid when I was 17, and I fucked up big time, man. You know what I mean? Fucked up big time. But, I was a good dad. But I wasn't good with money and being responsible and shit. I was running the streets, doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? But you live and you learn, man. And you get better and you get better and you correct your mistakes and boom, bam, bit. We all learn as we go. You got that right, Miss Sharon. Man, I sure do appreciate y'all sitting here listening to my dumb shit, man. You know what I mean? I'm a blessed dude, man. There's some people that don't even have one person to talk to. You know? Some people out in this motherfucking planet, man, there's somebody right now that's lonely as shit. Don't even have one person that'll sit and listen to them. And they probably really need somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? I am truly grateful for y'all being here with me and listening to me. I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart, man. Y'all are the shit. No bullshit. I've been going like 2 hours. We at like an hour and 45. I know y'all ain't doing a whole lot of talking in the chat, man. Y'all probably thinking about prepping and shit, huh? Y'all thinking about like, damn, I need to get to the store and get me some damn cans of chicken, some vegetables, and some rice. Shit.
I see the hearts. I see the hearts. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Yeah, I see y'all. I see y'all. Oh, it's my pleasure, Jane. It's my pleasure for real. The hearts is flowing. Gotta love it. We be doing the damn thing, man. 5 years in running. November 15th will be my 5 year anniversary on YouTube. So I'll probably definitely go live that night, and I'll probably just be chilling with y'all. You know what I mean? I haven't done the SplatTribe channel in a long time neither. Kind of been taking a break from playing the game, doing some other shit. But this past weekend was Splatfest, so me and Nisi, we sitting up in the living room, we played some Splatfest and shit, had a little bit of fun. I'm like, man, I need to go live again, play the game a little bit, see what Happy's up to, and Miss Sharon and shit, TW and shit. Y'all always chill with me, you know what I mean? I thought it was funny how he would not add fluff for the Doomsday show. He was just straight up Jason, just like he is now. Yeah, no doubt. He always hated when somebody brought up that he was on that show too. But I can't help it, man. I can't help it. Like I never looked at it like it was a bad thing. If he was like chilling with me right now, like I wouldn't be bringing it up and shit. I wouldn't be like, hey man, remember when you was on that show, dude? That motherfucker, man, shut the fuck up, Tribe. Won't nobody want to hear that shit. He's a very humble dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd love to see Angry become like super famous, cause he'd be the most humble, regular, super famous person in the world, man. He's so fucking humble, man. He just is who he is, unapologetic, don't give a flying fuck. But he's a good dude, you know what I mean? He really is. He's a good dude. I know him personally. I'm not super tight with him or no shit like that. But I met him. I got to know him a little bit, and he really is a really good dude. No doubt, Michael Gale, no doubt. I salute you. I salute you 1,000 times over, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, spam's his hated food. I know, Jim. I love spam, man. I ain't gonna lie, but it's got so much salt in it that I can't eat it all the time. But Nisi be fucking some spam up. She makes these noodles. It's like these Asian noodles that are very spicy, and she gets the flavored spam, some like Korean spam flavored spam or something. She fries that shit up in chunks and puts it in her noodles. I'm talking about she eats this shit almost every single day. I'm like, babe, you gonna get sick, man. You gonna get high blood pressure or something, man. All this damn salt, man. But she's addicted to that shit. Like she loves spam more than I do. I think I turned her on to the shit. I don't think she ever had spam before. I fucking showed her it. I used to take a can of that shit to work. I'd cut me a big old chunk of that shit off, throw it on some bread, man, tear some spam up with some mustard. Shit. All day. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, she puts that kimchi with it too, man. It's craziness. Craziness. That shit stinks. I cannot eat kimchi. I can't even get close to it, man. It smells so bad.
I be picking on her. Sometimes I pick on her too much. Like she be hiding eating kimchi. She's like, I don't want to bring it in the room because you're gonna say it smells stinky and all this and all that. I'm like, babe, I'm just playing. What you got going on, butterfly? Somebody trying to use up all the preps? I went and topped off my food and water and basics tonight. I also got 2 to 3 weeks freeze dried food buckets and eight number 10 cans to put my pants. That's what the fuck is up, Rip. That's it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Man, look, if y'all not following Rip Curl Readiness, y'all are missing out. Like, for real. Y'all need to go check him out. Go check out his channel and his past videos. Go back and this dude, some of the coolest coolest pew-pews you ever see in your life, man. Different ways. And man, he was the reason that I was getting ammunition back in the days. He was teaching me the ways of going in, get ammunition, come back out in the car, chill for a minute, go back in, act like you wasn't in there, change your hat, take off your hoodie, just wear your shirt, go back up in that motherfucker, get a couple more boxes. Man, Rip Curl, and he's a pleasure to watch. Rip Curl is such a nice dude, man. You know what I mean? Like, a good-hearted person. I've known Rip Curl since I started my YouTube channel. Rip Curl has always supported me in doing this YouTube shit, man. He's always had my back since day one. He's always been a great dude, and he's a very humble dude, too. He's not one of these people that think their shit don't stink. And he's got a good channel, man. He's got a lot of great information on the channel, a lot of great videos. He's a pleasure to watch. Y'all should check him out, man. Somebody should throw your link in there, Rip. No bullshit. Y'all should sub up to Rip. I forget to do this. I forget to tell people about, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to. I don't mean to sit here and not give props where props are due. It's just we get into these conversations and I'm talking about all these different things and I just don't think about doing it. You know what I mean? But man, anytime, Rip, please drop. Man, I would love to see anybody sub up to your channel. I swear to God on my life, man, make me feel good. And it's gonna better their life. You know what I mean? They'll be the ones that make out on the deal. No bullshit. Spammer Subase Philippine. I'm saying that wrong, ain't I, Jim? Spammer Subase. Spammer Sub Philippines. Shepherds love a hit of spam every now and then. There it is. There's the link. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Sub on up. Sub on up. I promise you won't be disappointed. I promise you. You know, YouTube don't cut us no slack, man. They don't help us out at all. They help some people out. I don't get it. I don't know how this shit works, man. They help some people out. They don't help others out. You know, or maybe, you know, it could just be I suck for most people. You know, maybe they do share me out and people just don't want to follow me. That's cool too. I get it. Whatever. But it sure seems like YouTube be kind of greedy with the sharing out your videos and letting people see what's up. Appreciate you, Gail. Appreciate you. Salute. Appreciate you, Jane. Huge hugs. Huge hugs. I'm going to smoke this cigarette. Gypsy Soul, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Seriously, check it out, though. Don't just sub up. Really go check out some videos, man. He's really cool to listen to, man. It's almost like you're sitting in the house with him. You know what I mean? He's such a cool dude, man. It's like you're sitting in the house with him, hanging out, and he's just, you know, doing his things with his guns or his preps or, you know, his garden and all kinds of different shit, man. Rip gets into everything, man. And if you got any questions, anything, man, you hit him up. I'm telling you, Rip will be the best person that, if you know how you'll leave something in the comments. You'll leave a comment in somebody's video, and I'm guilty of it too sometimes. But if you ask Rip a question in the comments, he is going to answer. He'll sit there and have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask a question, he'll answer it, and then ask you what else and this and that. Next thing you know, y'all done talked for like an hour in the damn comments. You know what I mean? And you done learned all kinds of shit. And he done learned some shit too. It's wild, man. It's wild. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Niecy. Damn right. I remember when he would do them taste testing and shit, man, trying shit out. Wasn't sure what the hell was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Gail, you and Rip, man, y'all would talk up y'all might end up exchanging numbers talking about some pew pews, man. Rip knows some shit about some pew pews. That's good shit, man. That's good shit. Pot B knows a lot about pew pews too. So does Backwoods. Like, no bullshit, man. Backwoods, man. That dude knows so much about pew pews, man. He taught me a hell of a lot. He helped me out too, man, back in the days. I ain't gonna throw everything out online because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble and shit. But I hit Backwoods up when I was in need of something, and I'm telling you, man, it was the drop of a dime. Like, I hit him up, and it was an hour later. He's like, "Man, it's done. It's on the way." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Man, that shit's on the way, man. It'll be there in 2 days." You know what I'm saying? Like, my man, and done a lot of training. Like, man, I tell you what, that's one thing I ain't fucking with Backwoods when it comes to the motherfucking. Like, I would never want to be in a gunfight against Backwoods, cause that motherfucker can shoot, man. He a bad motherfucker with them pew pews, no bullshit. And Pot B too, Pot B, good lord, man. We've had such good times on this damn YouTube, man. Blessing to still be here, man. 5 years later, still here, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me be here, man. Because this is a huge part of my life. I don't know how else to say it, but it really is. This is my enjoyment. This is my happy time. This is my happy place. I appreciate you and thank you. You gotta talk to the man upstairs sometimes, you know what I mean? 101 talk about pot fed. Shit, man, Pop B's the man. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Rip. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it on this one for the night. We had like right at that 2 hour mark, you know what I mean? Try to keep it at about 2 hours. I had a good time tonight, man. It was fun, man. I love hanging out with y'all. But, I appreciate all y'all, man. Every single one of you. Thanks for hollering at me. Thanks for being my friend, sitting here talking with me, listening to my shit and giving me feedback, man. I appreciate that shit, man. This is what it's all about. But I think things are gonna be okay, man. I think we're gonna get through this food stamp crisis. Hopefully, I'm gonna throw a prayer out there for the people that are struggling, man. No bullshit. I'm thinking about y'all. Anybody out there that's struggling, man, I'm thinking about you. No bullshit, because we all been there. But I'm gonna throw on a beat, let a little beat take us up out of here. And much love to y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all so much. I gotta bring it up. I gotta get this thing to come up. All right, let's see here. Let's go with this one. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all have a great night. Much love. Big hugs to the ladies. Fist bumps to the fellas. I salute y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw some hearts in there real quick. Yeah. That's what's up. Happy Halloween, everybody. Love you, Niecy. Peace out.